Alright, we got some questing to do. And, I think I may have found the catacombs. See right here. You can usually tell with, like, the little icons there on the map. In fact, this was kind of like a mandatory thing to look for in vanilla. Because you didn't really have markers. Basically, vanilla was kind of like how Morrowind was, where it's like, hey, we have all these directions in the quests, but no actual markers to help you out. At least not with add-ons, which is something you can do in WoW Classic. And then as the game went on, they were like, let's go ahead and add quest markers to kind of like, I don't know, give it somewhat of a best of both worlds kind of thing, where, you know, these are the quests, you still have the directions written in the quests, but now you can actually have the quest markers there for those who perhaps are not the best when it comes to actually receiving actual directions to places. I mean, I am one of those who struggles when it comes to, like, if someone says, oh, you know, if you want to go here, just go here, 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 and I'm just like, huh? Wait, what?
I'm out of range.
Get back here.
I need to get closer.
It's like a lot of times I feel like I end up needing be able to actually, like, see the, you know, it on the map, or, you know, other better directions than that. So I understand why a lot of people do like the whole Morrowind style of, oh, just, you know, have the directions written out in the quest dialogue and such. You know, I get that. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not for everybody, which is something that some people just simply forget or don't bother considering. They only think about what they want instead of what's best for everyone. You know, there are some people I've heard that they absolutely despise the quest markers that were added for both Oblivion and Skyrim. You know, just to kind of stay on the Elder Scrolls example. Whereas some people say, let's have both and have them also be options, where, let's say, if you want to go back to the old Morrowind style in Skyrim, you could actually have an option to turn off quest markers and have the devs actually have directions written out in the quest dialogue. So that way you can kind of, like, still try to go with that whole type of playstyle. But the problem then becomes that those players will say, no, I just want the quest dialogue. I don't want quest markers to even be an option. I just don't even want them in the game. Because forget what other people want. It's all about what I want. Now, they don't actually say that, but that is how they sound and come across a lot of the times. And it just astounds me the amount of players out there that they don't care what other, what's best for all the players. You know, they only care about what they want. And if it's not there, well, then it's awful. It's terrible. You know, if that's what you want, awesome. If that's available to you as an option, great.
It's locked.
But at least let it be an option for me if that's another, if the quest markers is something that I prefer, because I'm someone who tends to get lost without markers to help me out figure out where I'm going. Yeah, I'm about player options, choice and convenience. At least the convenience of options, or rather that the convenience be an option, as opposed to having it not be an option whatsoever at all. And just, well, too bad. You want it? Well, too bad. That I have a problem with. Okay, that is 10. Let's continue to investigate the catacombs.
It's too far away.
Whew. Quite a few ads in here. Oh, look, another player. Huh. What is going on in here? Right, so that is done and ready to turn in. So now we need to continue taking on trolls because we need more of them. Juju.
Out of range.
We need more of the troll Juju. Over here. Where are you?
I need a target.
No. You don't leave.
I don't have a target.
You know what I love when I'm playing Prot is a talent later on where when you activate Invul, you taunt all enemies around you. It's so good. I mean, especially if you are trying to maintain aggro and threat on yourself and off of your teammates. Is this an exit? I hope this is an exit. It looks like it is because I can see the Ghostlands trees.
I need a target.
Yeah, whatever. Alright. Oh, come on. That's an oracle? Boom. There you go. That's what you get. Alright. Let us continue, shall we? Let's head on over here now. Welcome to what it is like when you pick up a ton of quests. You go around, you take care of all of them until you see a whole line of here of ready to turn in, ready for turn in, ready for turn in. Is one of the best feelings that you can have. Oh, look at this! Another quest that we haven't picked up that's over here. Let's go ahead and add that to our list to turn in, shall we?
The eternal sun
It's a
guides
ghost.
us.
Every year, we, the denizens of Suncrown Village... hold on a second. Would take part in a ritual to keep the different aspects of nature under our control. Dominion over the element of water was symbolized by the summoning and enslavement of an elemental named an Aquantian. Through a wicked perversion of our magic, the scoundrel broke his bonds and enslaved us instead. We wore medallions shaped like waves during the ritual. Seek them at the bottom of the lake. We'll need them to free my compatriot spirits.
Remember the sun well.
I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
That'll be fun. Oh, a Quantian was here. Note the statue of Queen Ajara. And I point that out partly because I forgot to point that out back in the Troll Starter Zone when we were facing the Sea Witch. She had a statue of Queen Ajara right behind her, because of course she did.
It's too far away.
Let's go ahead and take a moment to catch our breath. And back down we go. Warlock player with her imp right above me. Just imagine that your player is holding their breath this whole time as they're doing this. Man, not many of these apparitions are around. There's one. Vengeful apparitions and ravening apparitions. What's the difference? Well, one's ravening and one is vengeful. In fact, here's one right here. And then here's another one. Right here. Let's take a look. One's purple, one's blue. Is that enough of a difference for you? Hey, ding! 19. Woohoo! Soon I'll reach 20 and I'll be able to show off mounts for you guys. And I'll be able to use my one of my favorite mounts in the game, the Yak mount. The Repair and Mog mount. If I had enough gold, I could literally switch this character's transmog to, you know, like the Judgment set from Blackwing Lair.
I'm out of range.
I wonder if we'll get to 20 before I finish doing all these quests and before I turn any of them in. Yeah, I wouldn't blame you guys if you end up skipping this part in the playlist. Considering that a lot of this is just going to be me going around doing these quests to basically show you what it's like and what you got to do for these quests. It may not be very exciting or entertaining, but it's part of what you got to do. It's kind of part of the reality of questing in places like this.
I need to get closer.
Gotta get close enough to taunt it. Yep. Rah! Oh no, he's enraged. I was so scared. Of course, when you know there are other players around doing the same quests, yeah, this is where the whole, you know, tagging to get credit for the quests and such, and then waiting for them to respawn can get a little like, oh gosh, you know, how long before they respawn type of thing. One there. I wonder if there's any. I'm wondering if there's any on the shore over here. No, there are trolls over here, but no apparitions. Of course, this is part of the funny thing is when you finish off one kind of apparition. And then you're having to try and find the other kind, and you can't, and you're just constantly finding that one kind, and you're like, ah, come on, where are they? Alright, so here are a couple right here. So, of course, when other players leave, all of a sudden, you kind of tend to find more of them.
I need to get closer. I don't have a target.
See, now I'm starting to see more of them because now a number of them are starting to respawn.
I'm out of range.
Fighting enemies in water. Very visually appealing, isn't it?
I need to get closer.
Come on.
I need to target
Alright,
something
well.
first.
Now just one more ravening. Is that a ravening? No, it's a vengeful. See what I mean? You're like, oh, I just need one more of this kind, and it's the other kind. Nah! Can't you be ravening for just a moment? And then you kind of have to circle and patrol the area until you eventually find it. Nope, that's another vengeful. You don't want to, take any vengeful ones, because in case another player shows up doing the same quest, you don't want to, take the ones that they need. You just want the ones that you need. That's all. No need to steal stuff from other players. Don't be jerks. I can't believe, I found out that in older MMOs, where it was just, hey, it's an MMO, like there was nothing else to it really. It was very PvP focused. That if you beat a player, you could actually take his stuff, like his gear and such, like it would drop. I cannot even imagine
I need a target.
just incredibly awful stuff that would happen to WoW if they actually ever considered adding that. I would never even think of touching PvP in this game, for not even for 1 second, if they ever decide to add that kind of thing. There would be so many horrible possible things that could happen as a result of adding that little function to PvP in this game. And I'm like, what? Players, don't have, can't, stroke their egos enough that they actually have to now take the gear from other players? Come on.
It's too far away.
Like, oh, this is that Link's quest. Okay, never mind. Because there's actually multiple areas I could go to. In fact, I would probably find more if I went over there. But I may as well take care of the few that are here.
I'm out of range.
There's one right here.
I don't have a target.
Zeptella. Alright, let's start working on the stuff over here. Hey, we got a blood elf in the camp.
It's too far away. I need to get closer.
Like, he just stood there just waiting for me to come inside the cabin. He's like, I'm not coming out. No way. I ain't stepping out of the tent, man. Get back
I
here.
need to target something first.
Always running away.
It's too far away. I'm out of range.
There's another Shadowcaster right there.
Get closer. I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
Hold on a second. No, I don't have the music that far down. And I know there's music that plays in the zone. Huh. We're basically just going around with no music playing for some reason. Weird.
I need to get closer.
Okay, what are the things that... 3 more headhunters. Okay. I'm sure there's a couple more headhunters around here. There's one. There's another in here.
I'm out of range.
There we go. Alright, let's head this direction to see if we can take out more of those lynxes. Alright, this is kind of getting nuts. No music. At all. There we go. It's just extremely soft. Alright, that might be a little loud. What the? Alliance scum! If those guys are here to PvP NPCs, I'd be so irritated. Believe it or not, I have seen that in person more than once, and it's disgusting. So I recreated my High Mountain Tauren because I was so indecisive on what class I want her to be. I ended up deciding a hunter because I want to use that character to learn how to play survival, the survival spec. So before I start working on leveling her, and questing in dungeons, I want to go to Thunder Bluff in order to get the, the Thunder Bluff tabard in order to start getting rep in those when I do dungeons. I get there arriving on the Flightmaster from Orgrimmar. Both the Flightmaster in Thunderbluff and the Quartermaster that sell the tabards are dead. And the reason is because there's a couple of Alliance players there that have killed it. And they just keep on killing guards that keep coming after them.
I need a target.
I was, and there was numerous players there because keep in mind, they didn't just kill the Quartermaster for the tabards, they killed the Flightmaster, meaning that you couldn't just fly out of there. You had to wait for it to respawn. And I'm just watching this, and they just keep doing that, and they just also keep making gestures, they keep laughing at people, they keep on, just being, making it clear that they are just being, trolls, basically. And so, I responded by, doing basically a /spit towards them to let them know how disgusting I thought their behavior was. And they're continuing to react that way. They're continuing to fight off and kill NPCs and guards and such. And some other players are, you know, they're showing up trying to stop them from doing this, like PvP players, and it's just, ugh. Like, they had no shame about it whatsoever. If I had been flagged for PvP, I guarantee you they would have been griefers, and they would have just enjoyed just killing me over and over. Keep in mind, my character was like level 23. They're full 120. So, I'm like almost like I'm like 99% sure they would have killed me. They wouldn't have cared. Not at all. If you hear some barking, that is my dog barking at some people that we have outside working on our yard. So just kind of ignore that. Fortunately, I think the game sounds are a little louder than she is. She usually likes to lay outside my door while I'm recording because she wishes that she was in here, but I can't have her in here while I'm recording because she will fall asleep and then get extremely noisy with her snoring, because she is a very loud snorer. Man, I could have just come here and just, you know, racked up the lynxes. So when you pick up all those quests, just come straight here, so that way you can not only collect on this quest here, but also collect on killing all the lynxes that you need to kill.
I'm out of
these
here.
hexers, so I can get these staves.
I need to get closer.
There we go. Of course, these guys are not going to have a great drop rate. That's just wonderful.
It's too far away.
Pull multiple to increase my chances of getting the last one that I need, the last
I
claw.
need to get closer.
Will you get
I need to target something first.
There it is. Let's see. There's another hexer.
I'm out of range.
2 more staves. Of course, he doesn't drop it. You! Drop the stave. There we go. I told him to drop it, and he did. Maybe I should keep that up. Be like, hey, you! Drop this! Hey, you! Drop this! Let's see. Any more hexers? There are some cat lords over here, but I need hexers. Ooh, there's another area over here. Let's go over here. By the way, I may as well take a moment. Welcome to Zulaman. The Amani Pass. Welcome to Zulaman. Which has actually one of the cooler patch trailers that that we've ever had. The one where Zul'jin is narrating, basically telling you the backstory of what's going on in Zulaman. I'll probably more than likely show it later on. By the way, in case you think I'm kidding, look, Vol'jin's here. Hi, Vol'jin.
Watch me back, man.
Yeah, Vol'jin and so is Verisa Windrunner. I'll do a, I'll talk more about this in the video I do in my Soloing Dungeon series when we get to Zulaman. And I talk a bit more about it. I'll even show you the trailer for it, where Zul'jin basically talks quite a bit about it. By the way, I actually have played a lot of Zul'jin and Heroes of the Storm. Really enjoy him. You need a auto attacker. You can't really go wrong with Zul'jin. He provides quite a bit of good stuff, especially when you pair him up with other certain characters that help him be able to fully utilize the trait he has. Where the lower his health gets, the faster he attacks, and the more damage he can do. It's pretty awesome. There we go. Alright. And now we move on. Crunchy spider legs. No. First off, no. Second off, no. Third off, it's one thing to say no to the idea of eating the body parts of spiders. It's another to, say no to the body parts of spiders that have been in lands such as these, the ghost lands, that have more than likely been tainted by, well, the blight and the plague of the scourge. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you are basically eating stuff that's going to cause you to...
I don't have a target.
Well, basically grow and develop the plague due to... Oh my gosh. I guess a number of them are probably heading to Zulaman because they're probably wanting to do that run to try and get the mount. Doing the run was not the hard part for me, believe it or not. I think I did it in one try. The hard part was getting the gong to open the door. I'm not kidding. I spent a while there going, how do I get this to work? Apparently I missed this quest over here. Well, let's go ahead and add it to our list, shall we?
What business have you?
Magister Kendris sent me down here to clear the area of any hostile wildlife. Once this area is secured, the Magisters plan to turn it into some sort of advanced outpost against the Scourge. Now, if there's one thing that I've learned as an apprentice, it's to delegate responsibility, especially in matters that endanger one's life. If you're interested, I will pay you well to kill the greater spindlewebs and ghostclaw ravagers to the west and south of
We
here.
will have justice.
Lovely. Lovely. Simply lovely. I was quoting Therazane in case you didn't pick up on that. I've just always enjoyed her voice actor. Lovely. Simply lovely. Especially when you play as a shaman in Legion. She's like, and stop throwing your garbage into my realm.
I need to get closer.
I was like, sorry. Wasn't me. It wasn't me. I swear. It was the other shamans. I'll put them in their place.
It's too far away.
But I also found it hilarious, the idea that, because the Shaman Order Hall was literally right next to the Maelstrom, that they would literally just kind of toss it over the edge into the Maelstrom. And she's like, what is all this falling down into my home? Blech. Blech. I cannot believe the cook is like, look, it's the only thing I've got to work with. I'm sure there are other things you could come up with and use to make some food. I'm sure there are plenty of other things. I just realized there are other bigger areas where I'm more likely. So let's head on over there, shall we? Yeah, these areas are more likely to contain stuff. So let's move on over there, shall we? After we, of course, take care of these.
I'm out of range.
Bonk. I just love doing that, just dropping a big hammer on top of their heads. Alright, so now let's move on over to this side of the map, and apparently this is where the two guys are that we have to face. I wonder if there are any players there that are needing help with this. Of course, with me with my heirloom gear, I'll be able to roll up and be like, "What up, guys? You need some help? I'll help you with that." I always enjoy helping out other players. It's one of the things that, you know, when it comes to the MMO part of this game, that I really enjoy. Being able to help out other players. Part of it, you know, I remember what it was like when I would have loved to have had someone help me out. Didn't have it back then. A Death Home Dog Range. I don't think those guys are in here. However, this is kind of indicative of what we will see later on in, you know, nearby when we get to the Plague Lands, especially if you do the Stratholme dungeon. Those of you probably know exactly what I mean, considering that I'm sure I'm not the only one that has spent time farming Rivendare's Death Charger. Oh, there he is. Hello. Hello, Knuckle Rot. You just kind of appeared out of nowhere.
I need to target something first.
Alright. Luzran. There he is.
It's too far away.
You know, think of how many named abominations that we have come across in this game. There's Patchwork from Noxramas. There's Stitches. Oh my goodness. I was not expecting that much damage just now. There we go. I was going to say there's Stitches from Duskwood, who of course was added to Heroes of the Storm. So because of that, he's probably become the most famous abomination outside of Patchwork. In fact, I believe we face Patchwork in the Death Knight Starter Zone when we get released from the Lich King's control after the event at Lightshold Chapel. So now we start to work on this area here.
I'm out of range.
Huh. Bonk. We just continue to find more and more and more abandoned meat wagons here on the Dead Scar. Just more meat wagons just everywhere. Just falling apart, just left behind and abandoned.
I'm out of range.
Along with, you know, remaining... Keep in mind, again, just to remind you, this is not like a full-on force or army of the Scourge. This is like just kind of little small remnants that's left over from what happened back then. Which is kind of hilarious when you start to think about, well, Darkon, but we'll get to him later. How am I doing? Oh, I am starting to fill up on my bags. My bags are getting full. Funny enough, this is actually an upgrade because I guess it's a green, but it's cloth instead of plate. But yeah, I'm probably going to have to do the whole, I need to hearth back, so just simply so I can clear out my bags. But then again, if I'm able to get to level 20 and I can get my yak mount out, then that won't be a problem anymore. It's one of the reasons why I'm always like eager to get certain characters up to level 20, just so I can be able to pull out that mount and be able to kind of like utilize the, I'm going to be able to pull it out just so I can empty out my bags.
I need a target.
Let's see if we can finish off this quest of killing what we need to kill here in this area before we do that, though.
I need to get closer.
That's another one down. Alright, just one more of these guys. He was charging me and then pow!
I'm out of range.
Alright, just one more hunger. This should be the last one. Yep, there we go. Now I just need more of these cannibal guys here. Hey, over here.
I need to get closer. It's too far away.
There's no one right there. Alright, so these should be the last two. I actually don't need a hearth back because I can literally just... It's literally right there. So that way I can save the Hearthstone cooldown timer. Alright, so now let's go ahead and head on back over. Right over here. And empty out bags, and then we'll head over kind of in this area over here. Yeah, this will probably be a long one, just to show you guys what you gotta do for these, because, you know, some people actually need to look up what exactly it is they need to do to do certain quests. So if you want to use this as some kind of, you know, visual guide to, you know, to see what it is you need to do, by all means. Get to the guy over here, just in case I actually need to repair any of my gear.
What is it?
That because I am not interested in the engineering. Plus, remember, once we're done with this, with all the stuff here, this character is going to get deleted. So, not a big deal.
Our time will come.
Not really. There we go. Ah! I got stuck. I got stuck. Ah! Silly peon. Where did you learn how to drive? Me, not that kind of orc. A lot of stuff I'll be able to take care of over here. Huh. Oh, Knuckle Rot. Hello again. No, 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 no. I already took care of you. Guys, if you need Knuckle Rot, he's back over there. Some other people are taking care of Luzrin there. Like, guys, he's back there. He was chasing me, but then I lost aggro.
I need to get closer.
Alright, let's try and collect some more crunchy spider legs.
I don't have a target.
Of all the things. Why don't we collect
I
these?
need a target.
I'm sure that she wouldn't mind having some bat wings. But spider legs? Really? No. Just no. Well, I'm taking these things down, but I'm not collecting any of their legs, apparently. Because apparently their legs don't have very high drop rates. Get back here.
I don't have a target.
Yes, you do.
It's too far away. I'm out of range.
Fine, fine. We haven't even uncovered these areas.
I need to get closer.
Alright. Just 2 more of these Ravagers.
It's too far away. I need to get closer. It's too far away.
Come here.
I need to target something first.
There we go. So now we're up to 3.
I'm out of range.
I'm surprised these Ravagers and Spiders are just cool with each other. Alright, so I've killed enough spiders. I just haven't gotten enough of their legs. Ugh, I can't believe I said that out loud. No, we just haven't collected enough of those spiders' legs. Just not nearly enough.
I'm out of range.
Or 5. There's one right over there. You. Drop one of your legs for me.
I need to get closer.
There we go. Alright. Now to take care of some black paws.
I need a target.
Down here. That's right, come on. Gather round, gather round.
I'm out of range.
Other players here? Look at this, we got a whole group here.
I need to get closer.
I need more gnolls and scavengers. I've got my fill of shamans. That sounds weird. Now what is this quest here?
The eternal sun guides us.
I was sent here from the Sanctum of the Sun to collect some ore samples, but the gnolls have overrun the place. It's going to be my head on a platter if I don't get those samples to the Magister soon. Maybe you could help, Paladin? You can find the ore in the tin and copper veins here, and the gnolls are carrying it around, too. When you have enough, take it to Magister God smash some of these Blood Elf names. Qualistus, at the Sanctum of the Sun, directly to the east. Go across the Dead Scar and you'll find the Sanctum just south of the Sungrace Peak.
Remember the sun well.
As if we didn't have enough quests to complete. Let's add yet one more. Now we're collecting ore.
I'm out of range. I need to target something first.
I think I need to go inside the mine here. Never mind, this is... Oh. Oh. Oh yeah, these places aren't creepy at all. Also, corpses. Lots of corpses. You cleared everything out! I have to wait for these things to respawn. Okay, I think they're starting to respawn. Is he actually waiting for them to respawn as well? Probably still doesn't have his quota. Well, time for a water break. This is pretty much the deepest part of the mine here. Alright, let's head back out and see if maybe more have respawned back there. Just to try and see the list, as much of the list as we can. There's a scavenger.
I need to get closer. I don't have a target.
Alright. That's it. it's finally time to move up to this area. So I don't get stuck on stuff. We're not stopping until I have all these labeled as ready for turn-in. That's kind of the point. To have this giant list of ready for turn-in, ready for turn-in, ready for turn-in. There's the Sanctum of the Moon. Let's see. So we need to get crystallized mana essence.
It's too far away.
Let's see if they drop from these mana shifters. Which I believe that is what's going on here. Recover crystallized essences from the creatures there. Yeah, so... or maybe those arcane devours. No, they drop from the... yeah, the mana shifters. You just have to hope they drop them. Don't you just love it when stuff is not a guaranteed drop?
I'm out of range.
I wonder if the Arcane Devourers drop them. They do! Okay, so it's not just the Mana Shifters, it's also the Arcane Devourers. There they are. As they were here, where'd they go? Ah, there they are. Okay. Oh, brush off. Hello.
It's too far away.
Over here in case you want to tag a couple of these. Nope, never mind. Didn't need them.
I need to target something first.
Alright, just one more.
I need to get closer.
I think I'd rather deal with the Arcane Devourers more than the Mana Shifters.
I'm out of range.
Nope. You. Here.
It's too far away.
There we go. Alright. So now, let's head over here and kind of make our way around, and then we'll be done, believe it or not. With just these quests. We're not done with the zone. Nope. But I will say this. Turning all these in will definitely get me at least to 20, if not possibly 21. Then I'll be able to show you guys off a couple of my mounts that I like to use for Blood Elves. Both of Kael'thas's mounts. Alright. Plagued Murloc Spine. Those filthy...
I need a target. I need to get closer.
It's funny just hearing some of the Blood Elves just talk about Murlocs and like they are the most disgusting things ever. It's almost like you almost expect them to be like the guy from Symphony of the Night. You know, the Castlevania game. Die, monster! You don't belong in this world.
I'm out of range.
Oh my goodness, how far we have come when it comes to voice acting in video games. To go from that or the original Resident Evil. What is this? Wow, what a mansion. Stop! Don't open that door!
Far away.
To where we are at now these days. It's amazing, like that's what it used to be like. Why are these things not dropping anything? I guess they're just simply not dropping them. Well, that's just great. Stupid Murloc's not dropping any of the things that I need. What's the matter with you?
I'm out of range.
There we go. I got one to finally drop one. This is pretty horrible. And think about, give me your spine. Rip their spine out. Killing Darkon if anyone needs him. How nice. It's always nice to see people being like, hey, I'm doing this if anybody actually needs them. But like I said, you know, we're not there yet. I'll be needing him later, but I'm pretty sure with my heirloom gear and the fact that I'll definitely be at, in the 20s by the time we get there, I think I'll be able to solo him just fine.
It's too far away. I'm out of range.
So many Murlocs. Get over here. Ugh. Murlocs never doing what you want them to do.
I need to get closer.
Taking a little bit more damage than usual because I'm playing Ret. If I was playing on Prot, I'd be taking not nearly as much.
I'm out.
Obviously, playing the tank spec. Problem is, there are some abilities I don't have yet that I've come to really like. That, well, you don't get until you level up. That's kind of how it is with Death Knights, where there are some abilities in the late game that I really like, but you kind of don't really have until, until you level that class.
I need to get closer.
Come on.
It's too far away.
Let me rip the spines out of your back. That sounds... just sounds so weird. The fact that the apothecary is like, bring me their spines. I'm like...
I'm out of range.
Dude, is that a little much? I need to examine their bone marrow. What better to use than their spines? apothecaries, right? So yes, this is supposed to be Windrunner Village. We'll be back here later. There's something I want to find. And I think it's either here or over here. But we'll be looking at stuff later. Again, if you guys hear random noises in the background, there's stuff going on outside, you know. Nothing much I can really do about it. Just kind of hope it doesn't get too loud. Let's head up to Golden Mist Village. And let's start dealing with some Alliance scum. At least, Night Elves. I wonder how often this will happen. Well, I'll get a string of quests like this, and we just do a video where it's just me going around doing the quests, actually showing you guys what you gotta do for these quests. Decayed Agility. Well, that's nice. 2 minutes remaining.
I need to get closer.
Oh, here are the ghosts. Ghost Scoob! Sorry. Another one of those scammers trying to contact me. My phone ID literally said spam risk.
It's too far away.
Oh, Blood Elf Monk. A monk. Hey, hey, hey! Let me have a chance to tag stuff. Come on, don't be one of those players that goes around and kills everything before I get tags of that. Okay? Don't do that.
I need to target something first.
Take one to heal.
I'm out of range.
Come on.
I need a target.
Now see, if I notice other players around, like this one here, I'll be like, hey, over here. I've tagged them. If you need them for this quest, I brought them. That was weird. All of a sudden, I just kept dodging everything. Okay, there we go. We are done with this area. And now, to go slay some Sentinel spies. Filthy night elves. You're probably going, oh man, it'll probably be interesting when you do your night elf and do Teldrassil. Yeah, yes it will. Believe it or not, going through Teldrassil as a night elf nowadays, knowing what is going to happen later, yeah, it gets kind of sad and awkward. I'll talk a little bit more also about the difference between the Kata version of Teldrassil compared to the vanilla version of Teldrassil. Because you also have to remember the different timelines and who's running things. No. You don't get to run. You come in here, try to basically help cause our people to become extinct, and you're just gonna run and get away with it? No. You will pay. You will all pay. Because as we all know, one bad night elf means they're all evil. I mean, that's just what Warcraft teaches us, right? That's certainly what, some of the Alliance says. Well, some of these orcs were awful, so all orcs must be evil. I'm joking a little bit, but at the same time, I'm kind of not.
I don't have a target. I'm out of range. I need to target something first.
I feel like there should be more spies here. For some reason, there are not quite as many as I thought there would be.
I need a target.
Ah, there's some over here. Ow.
I need to get closer.
You know what's one of my personal favorite abilities in this game is Holy Avenger. And it's because you get wings. And I'm sorry, but I just love how the wings look. I wish we could, put wings on, even for cosmetic, like we do in Diablo. Sorry. I've been clearing this place out. We need to clear this place of Night Elf scum.
It's too far away.
Over here. I have one right here if you want to kill it. There we go. All right. Look at all those question marks. Look at all those ready for turn-ins. We have a lot of quests to turn in. And we'll be doing that when we come back.